Alright there you guys, welcome to another one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be updating you on some more latest news. As you can see, as my main headline, Rooney has I think now officially left Manchester United and he has gone to Everton. According to the reports, Rooney today has currently turned up to the Everton training ground. Ronald Koeman has currently said a few warnings to Wayne Rooney as well. Obviously, he's won every single domestic cup. He's been at the club 13 years, over a decade as Wayne Rooney. And he's won 5 Premier Leagues, 4 League Cups, and I think 1 Champions League as Wayne Rooney. So, yes, and Fergie currently bought him in 2004, was it £28 million or something like that? And also, he's lost his place in the England squad under Gareth Southgate. Whether he get back in it or not, I do not know. But yes, he's turned up today, and I think more things with Koeman and Everton will be smoothly discussed further down the line. And then it will fully confirm that Everton have got 6 or 7 players in now. Rooney, Ramirez in there, they've obviously sold Lukaku. Who else there? They've got Keane in there. And they've got a few other players as well of Everton in there. So it looks realistic now. He's coming back to his boyhood club, Everton. And it looks realistic now that it is going to happen. I think it is on a free transfer deal. But there were talks that we may still demand a transfer fee to Everton. Obviously, that Manchester United still have to pay some of his contracts off as well, Wayne Rooney's. Right there, guys. But yeah, he's been fantastic over the years. 253 goals, the all-time top goal scorer. He deserves credit for that. But Rooney, in the past 2 or 3 years, hasn't been himself, has he really, guys? Let's be honest, He hasn't been himself. He had irregular starts last season. He did still score goals to prove that he can still score goals, but it is time for him to move on now. It is time for him to move on. And I think Everton's the right place for him because he did quote out that's the only team he would go back to, would be Everton, according to Rooney. But yes, he's been in advanced talks with Everton. I think it is fully finalised now. He's gone to Everton and he has currently left Manchester United. So yes, guys, and there were talks saying it could be a mate wait for the Lukaku bid. I don't think that's the case now. But yeah, that's the latest news about Wayne Rooney, and it is going to be a privilege. A lot of people are going to get emotional about this for what he's done for the club over the years. But yes, guys, that's about it. And also, the latest news about Aubameyang has been on a lot of teams' radar. I haven't really mentioned him for quite a while, Aubameyang. I was disappointed. I thought that Manchester United would have officially been in there for Aubameyang, to be quite honest with you. I said he's very good at getting through the channels, very versatile, very, very good in the air, very quick. Scored 40 goals last term, and Liverpool have been in there as well. Obviously looking for a reunion with Klopp as they work together at Borussia Dortmund. But obviously AC Milan have now, according to Chelsea, have been in there as well. Obviously because they've missed out on Lukaku, and I think Diego Costa may be leaving. AC Milan have offered a staggering £70-odd million bid for Aubameyang. Quite a lot of teams have been on Aubameyang. A lot of teams have been in for Aubameyang. I would love him at Manchester United. I always said he's also very good in the air. He's very lethal. He can score goals, can lead the lines fantastically well. I'm surprised that we wasn't in for him because he could still be available down the line. Whether he's leaving Borussia Dortmund or not, I'm not quite sure, guys. But AC Milan have come in there with a staggering amount of money for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But yeah, as I said about Lukaku, nothing much more is updated. As I said about Lukaku, he's been at Anderlecht in the past, been at Chelsea. The relationship with Jose Mourinho and Lukaku is up and down, but it will be solved when he comes to Manchester United. Still got to fully complete his medical. Personal terms has fully agreed, but as agreed, a £90 million deal has been sealed. 75 million plus add-ons as well. But Lukaku, very good in the air. For the last couple of years, he's been an isolated figure, but he's good at bullying defence. I said I have concerns about his first touch. And he can score loads and loads of goals, and he's fully Premier League proven as well, and that will be beneficial for Manchester United. Or we're waiting for now for these medicals to be fully completed and the personal terms to be fully agreed, and then he's fully completed. He's officially a Manchester United player. He's Romelu Lukaku, but he will lead the line very well. As you could see, the problems last season, clinical chances didn't take them, and there's also other problems in there as home form needs to improve. And I did say we need that goal scorer and that firepower, and Lukaku will bring that justice there to Manchester United. And it is absolutely fantastic with news. I'm overwhelmed with it, He wasn't one of my main priorities, as I said, but he's coming to Manchester United. So that's fantastic news, and it's stirred up suggestions now. As I said before, Raiola, who represents Lukaku, Zlatan, Pogba, who got Raiola, who got a staggering £40 million from Pogba's deal last summer. One of the world's most expensive signings in history. Plus now is Lukaku joining there as well. But yeah, guys, it's fantastic that we've got a player like Lukaku. 25 goals last season in 37 appearances. He's also announced to Paul Pogba that he's joining Manchester United, and we are all ecstatic about this. And it's with Raiola. They'd had talks before, him and Ed Woodward, what was going to be happening with Lukaku. He decided, and it looks like basically Chelsea were in the ascendancy to get him on the board, and just didn't work out for them. And now we thought Chelsea were going to get him. Chelsea are now looking further on more in the region. As Conte's frustration with a lack of investment in the transfer window, they're not making enough signings. They are Premier League champions, so you could understand Conte's frustration. But yeah, guys, and the latest news about Ivan Perisic now, as I said, bids have been rejected in the past. Damasio announced, was it €55 million or something like that? Inter Milan were looking more in the region of something like what Damasio announced. Manchester United were not willing to pay that. He can improve the squad, he can't improve the starting 11, can even Perisic. He's good in the air, he's good at physically going around defenders, and he's enthusiastic, but he's not worth that kind of money. So we're basically looking more in the region to try and get a better deal. He is one of Inter Milan's standout players. We do need that dedicated width, and even Perisic can do that on the flanks. And he can help and support Martial as well, can even Perisic. But with these deals, basically, bids have been rejected. We wanted to get him around, I think a €40 million bid's been rejected. Inter Milan looking more in the region. Obviously, they've faded away the financial fair play, because I said they've made some small dines in recent weeks. But according to reports now, Darmian could be involved in the deal for even Perisic, because even Perisic is, which we'll get him for the reasonable fee, because he's trying to force his way out of the move from Inter Milan. Basically, Darmian could be involved, a £20 million deal plus Darmian. Inter Milan want that. Jose Mourinho said Darmian to go to Inter Milan and £20 million. Inter Milan should accept this, because Darmian's also being linked with Juventus as well. Darmian was fantastic at the end of last season. He established himself well. But Jose Mourinho said he's not determined to let him go, but there were £20 million at stake involved. But at right back, we've got Valencia, who is currently our advanced right back at the moment. He's very, very good in the air, very tenacious, fantastic creating that width, and was absolutely fantastic last season was Antonio Valencia. He's got good intensity sprints as well. But yeah, I don't think, we've looked in at a few right backs, but I don't think right back is the most essential position where we have concerns. As I said, if the Fabinho deal works out, as he snubbed PSG off, he's rejected bids from PSG. He said he'd rather join Manchester United over our fiercest rivals Manchester City. He's of course won the league with Monaco, progressed to the Champions League semi-final. He's good at breaking up play, very good in the air, very tenacious. He's explained to reports, and the media have talked about it, that he would prefer to move to Manchester United with the teams that have been linked with Fabinho. As I said, Matic does not complement Fabinho whatsoever. As I said, I'd prefer Dyer over Matic. Matic has a lot of reservations about his game. He's easily predictable. But with Dyer, according to Spurs now, he's not basically for sale. We was looking maybe more in the region to get into £50 million. I said he's very versatile. He is good in the air. He can score goals. He can be creative and precise on the ball in that midfield. I think he'd be fantastic in there with the likes of Herrera, your Pogba, your advanced midfielders. But they're basically saying he's not for sale, and Spurs are looking to keep hold of Eric Dyer, because Spurs have looked into a few midfielders. As I said, they've looked into Ross Barkley, they've looked into Max Meyer from Schalke, they've looked into quite a few midfielders, as Spurs have not yet got their first player announced as yet. But yeah, guys, and what's going to be happening with the youth, I'm not quite sure. I think Pereira's just signed another 4-year deal, which is fantastic news. Will he get the chance in the US tours or the friendlies? Will he get the chance? Foster Mensah, not quite sure what's happening with him. He may go out on a loan deal. Maybe with Axel Tunes a bit, he may go out on a loan deal also. Who played well at the latter stage of the last season. Got that, guys. But yeah, guys, whatever happens, you know, when we've got Lukaku on the board, we've got Victor Lindelof on the board, who's going to be a fantastic centre-back partnership, you know, with Lindelof. But it is sad to see Rooney leave. And Ibrahimovic as well, who were fantastic last season, 28 goals in non-competitions, delivered the goods at the right moments. So I still think it's essential that Manchester United still need a backup striker. We still need another striker there. Rashford not ready to lead the lines as yet, as I said. You know, so we still basically need another striker there with Romelu Lukaku, but he's tall. You know, he's good on the ball. I said he's come an isolated figure in the last few years, but it's fantastic news. And as I said, breaking news were from Sky Sports yesterday that he basically still did prefer to move to Chelsea, but Raiola, the agent, wanted him to make a move to Manchester United, and he's fully announced now by looks of things. He's told Paul Pogba, you know, and Paul Pogba says he can't wait to meet up for the US tours, and they have a strong relation as well, so that's very, very beneficial. And he's going to bring we need to make Old Trafford a fortress next season like it used to be in the Fergie days, because Fergie has built this club up from scratch, and you know, look what he's done, what he's achieved before, and you know, look what he's achieved, guys. Obviously, what's the other player I'm going to announce? So yeah, Fergie's built this club up from scratch. Now we've obviously, as I said, Lukaku's got that pedigree as well, which is beneficial. And I think in the friendlies, LA Galaxy, we've got Real Salted Lake in there. I think got Barcelona in there, Manchester City in there, Real Madrid in there, and Real Madrid in the Super Cup. So that is a fantastic news, guys. It is absolutely fantastic news. But Rooney now has officially left. He's turned up today at the Everton training ground, and yeah, it's going to be sad to see him go. But I said he couldn't develop himself anymore. He had nothing basically else to offer. You know, we could get James Rodriguez in there for the replacement, an alternative replacement there, you know, to operate well in that number 10 role. Yeah, guys, that's everything to update, because I've told you the other transfer room was Javi Hernandez close to join West Ham. Thomas Lemar could join Arsenal. I think there's been a £40 million put in there as well. Not too sure about Mahrez. You know, we've had AC Milan have signed 6 or 7 players. Everton have signed about 6 players as well. City have spent a load of money on load of money on a few players as well. Chelsea looking to get their proper for signing in at the moment. Looks like Bakayoko. Looks like Roma's centre-back as well. So, I said the transfer window is hotting up, guys. Not quite sure what's happening with Aubameyang. I was surprised that Manchester United wasn't in for a player of that calibre, to be quite fair. Not sure what's happening with Mbappe. I'll have a look about Mbappe. I'm not quite sure what's going to be happening with him. I think Real Madrid are in the incentive for him. Arsenal have been in there offering staggering amounts of money for him. I think he would be still favoured to maybe go for Real Madrid, depending what's happening with Alvaro Morata. Obviously, it's over now. It's done and dusted with Morata. It's all over. But in January, there's still options available to strengthen up. With Griezmann, with the transfer ban, obviously didn't come. We've dwelled about this, but it could be still available in January. And, you know, his contract at Atletico Madrid is till 2022. So we could still get him down in January. And I'd love a player of Griezmann to come to Manchester United. But yes, guys, anyway, guys, that's everything to update you. I hope you enjoyed my time coming today as usual. Drop a like on the video, guys, and I'll take it easy, guys, and I'll see you later on. Bye. Oh, yes, before I go, sorry about bye. And also the positives that we've had in this transfer window. We've had a lot of negatives, to be quite honest with you. We've had deals, you know, confirmed, agreed terms, and then we've been knocked back. But the positive was getting Lukaku. The positive is getting Lindelof. And there's still players we're likely to get. Perisic, could still get Fabinho, so it's not all bad. And also Martial publicly tweeting out that he snubbed Arsenal off and poured cold water on the speculation. And I loved what Martial did there, and that was fantastic from what Martial's point of view. It was good doing that, and yeah, that was fantastic. And also Herrera snubbing Barcelona off, who were fantastic holding that defensive mid last season. Very creative, very good on the ball. You know, and I think he needs to be pushed up more to express himself more, does Ander Herrera. But, you know, for the sakes, they did well, for the sake of staying at Manchester United, because Martial does need to improve on his game, but he will grow and grow into his game. He'll develop himself, and Jose Mourinho's determined he will get better, will Martial. Anyway, guys, now I am going. Drop a like on the video, as I said just now, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.